What's up, nerds? We have an exciting reveal for you. You ready for this reveal, Brian? We're ready to reveal the new name of the show. It is the DNA Gamescast.
So different.
I know, so different. Yeah, I ended up talking to the two people that were messaging me about it. I'm like, what if we just put like games in the title somewhere to where like it doesn't confuse you with us? And they're like,
You should have sent them threatening emails.
yeah, I should have, but I'm not that mean.
I would have done it.
Although some people at work might argue with that. But
I would have done that.
I know.
would have sent it.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Maybe that's why I'm in charge of this.
Yeah, probably.
All right. Well, welcome to the 22nd episode of the DNA Gamescast. I'm one of your hosts, Corey Derrick, and alongside me, as always, is Brian Anderson.
That's right.
Brian, you saw Deadpool finally.
I bought it. I actually bought the movie.
It's so good.
It is actually. I mean, it was everything that I wanted it to be. It was funny. The Easter eggs were hilarious. I mean, the one scene where he's talking to his girlfriend and the little action figure of him from the
Wolverine movie.
From the Wolverine one, talking about like his biggest mistake.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Yeah, there's a lot of things in that movie that were really funny. The opening credits are even funny.
Oh yeah. I mean, the whole thing was great. I watched it with my girlfriend. We both laughed through a lot of it, and action was good. I mean, I'm glad that it was R. They probably could have gotten away with doing it.
Yeah,
at
that was the one
PG-13.
thing I was like,
They didn't really need the strip club scene.
yeah,
I'm not mad that it was in there.
yeah. me neither.
Stanley being
I
in
know,
the strip
that
club,
was so funny.
that was pretty funny. Ryan Reynolds gets his hero card back. I don't know if you noticed in the opening credits they actually had a wallet with the Green Lantern.
I know, I saw that.
So, a lot of jabs, and it was very well done.
Yeah, and I also like the part like towards the end where like he's getting ready to reveal his face to her, and he takes off the mask, and it's just Hugh Jackman's face.
Because I mean, you do realize Deadpool is part of the X-Men universe.
Yeah.
So I thought that was funny. But it was Hugh Jackman on there.
Yeah, I love that movie. I just rewatched it the other day actually.
Yeah.
And,
well, I mean, obviously there's going to be a sequel. Cable will be in the second one. I'm glad that they didn't put him in the first one.
yeah,
I think it would have taken away from like learning about Deadpool a little bit.
Right.
Because I know Cable is a big integral part in the Deadpool.
yeah.
So there's clearly going to be a sequel,
Clearly.
and I'm looking forward to it.
I am too. Let's get into what we've been playing. You got Doom.
I got Doom. Yeah.
I haven't really been playing anything new. Destiny.
I was just playing it right when you came over. It's fast paced. It's fun. The glory kills are cool, even though sometimes I feel like it stops. I feel like they kind of overdid. It's like the melee kills,
right.
which are cool, but sometimes it kind of slows down the action a little bit because like you can trigger them so often. Like on almost every enemy, you could probably glory kill them if you want. But it kind of slows it down. I like that it's fast paced. The guns are great. Multiplayer is a blast. I have a lot of fun in that. There's a couple different game modes. You know, I haven't played them all. I've done like just the regular like team deathmatch. There's like a control that like in Destiny, like so they have all kind of stuff like that. It's really cool. I like the customization in multiplayer. There's a lot that you can do with your guy, and I haven't really got that far in the campaign. I'm only like, I don't know, 4 missions in or something like that. But I've played a lot of the multiplayer, and I'm just having a lot of fun with it. It's just, it's awesome.
I'm really glad like Bethesda's bringing back these older IP that still matter. Like Doom really matters. Wolfenstein still matters.
A great game.
Yeah, that new one was awesome.
That game was a lot of fun.
And
I think I got that like when it came out, and I had a good time with it. But I've just been loving Doom so far. I'm really glad that I got it.
Yeah.
If you're into first-person shooters, I mean, like I said, it's very fast-paced.
Yeah, it's very different from Call of Duty or Destiny.
It's different from all. I mean, like it plays a lot. I don't know. Did you play Titanfall? Like
I did.
I felt like Titanfall was very fast.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like that, but I think it's better. Like the multiplayer, anyways.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. You can turn into demons during multiplayer. There's like demon runes that come in, and you can there's like 4 different demons you can pick from before you start, like once you unlock them all. And it's a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun with it. I'll show you the multiplayer later. Hopefully you can get it and we can put a video up of it or something.
Yeah.
It's just fun.
Yeah. It might be playing behind us right now.
It might be. I don't know. All I see is green.
Shh, you're ruining the illusion.
These people aren't stupid.
What if we're doing the podcast from hell, Brian?
We're pretty close. This is what it feels like here in Ohio.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Anyways, I haven't been playing much different. Destiny, and I've been trying to play through the Uncharted games before I get 4, because I've only played through them all once.
Yes.
And it's been so long since I played 3 that like I've just been trying to play through the collection for PS4, and like I'm really liking them, but Uncharted is that series where like I don't know, it's one of those series that everybody loves, and I just kind of think is like okay, and like, and not to say like the characters are awesome. Like I love the story. I wish I could just kind of watch it almost.
Yeah.
Because like, especially 1, like the third person shooting is really bad.
Well, I mean, that's like Mass Effect. You know, Mass Effect 1, like the game mechanics are pretty bad compared to like 2 and 3. You know, the game mechanics are great, but like the story was so good in 1 in Mass Effect.
It's true.
That it's worth playing more than once. I like the Uncharted games. I liked playing them. I don't own any of them though.
Yeah.
Like I didn't go out and buy. Like I've played them. Wait, maybe I do. I own Uncharted 3. I don't know why I only own that one, but you know, I've played through them once. There's certain games for me that like I can only play once, and then I'm just like, The Last of Us is one that comes to my mind. And, like I beat that game. I mean, that's one of my. I love The Last of Us.
Yeah, which is strange because like I really love The Last of Us, and
that's like a game. I was like, I played it. I don't really want to go back and play through it again.
Right.
And I think Uncharted's like one of those games for me. Even like Tomb Raider, like the Tomb Raider games are like that for me. Like I beat it. I don't want to go back through.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. Like I'm like picking through the story. I'm like, yeah, I remember that. I remember that happened. Like, you know, there's big moments that you remember, like the train scene from 2 or the airplane scene from 3.
Yeah, those are iconic scenes.
And like, I want to play 4, but I don't know. I don't want to spend like $60 on 4, especially with like all these other cool games that I want to play, like Doom. Like I really feel like I would enjoy spending $60 on Doom rather than Uncharted right now, for some reason.
Yeah, I'm glad that I went. I mean, I've always went with like shooters first. Those were always my games. So like, and I played the last Doom. I'm trying to think when that came out. Like on the original
it was like
Xbox,
2003 or something.
And I thought I had a lot of fun with that one. So I've just been waiting for it. I've always liked the Doom games. They've always been. I mean, I wasn't old enough for the first one, but I remember playing the first one at a young age.
Right.
And just being like, oh my gosh, this is like insane.
Yeah.
So when I saw new ones coming out, I think I got Doom like the day it came out.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That's I'm probably gonna get Doom on Friday when I get paid instead of Uncharted. I was debating.
Doom seems like a game that like would fit your play style, because I know like you're a big shotgun, just run like like that's basically what like multiplayer is. I'll run with like because you can run with 2 weapons,
right?
And you can customize your like loadouts and stuff, which is cool. I mean, and so I'll run with like the pulse rifle thing, and then the super shotgun.
Yeah, that's super shotgun.
Yeah, there's 2 shotguns. There's a combat shotgun, and a super shotgun, which is like a double barreled. Thing hits like a fucking train, man.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna get into some news bits. I'm actually kind of excited for this one. Star Wars Battlefront reportedly had no campaign to not draw attention away from The Force Awakens. EA has said that it was a conscious decision within the company and hopes to course correct with the game's sequel, all but confirming that the sequel will have a campaign. And then we have a question. Megan asks, what era of Star Wars do you want Battlefront 2's campaign to take place?
Well, let's talk about the news bit on that first. I mean, I think they screwed up, and that they know that they screwed up by not having a campaign, and that doesn't even make sense to me that it would take away from...
Yeah, because it's kind of focusing on 2 separate parts of the Star Wars universe. And
this one it has nothing to do with the new one, like the Force Awakens. So that's dumb. And like they're just trying to come up with an excuse for like, man, we like really fucked up. So
yeah,
let's just say this, and like people who love Star Wars will be like, oh, okay. No, I think that doesn't work for me. You fucked up. I'm glad that they realized that though. And the thing that is weird is that what era is obviously the one that Battlefront right now takes place in.
Yeah,
that's what I would.
I would like.
I imagine that's what everybody's gonna say. They're not gonna say.
The only things I might want to see from a sequel would be like maybe some Rogue One stuff leading into the original trilogy, and then like maybe some stuff after the original trilogy to lead into 7. But like, I mean, as far as the campaign goes, I kind of want to see what happens when we're not following Luke, Han, and Leia.
I mean, that's true. Like, that is true. So what? Like, prequel? No. There's no way. Unless you're playing as Darth Maul. I would say, I really wish Darth Maul was one of the characters that you could be.
Well, that's something that I don't have in here. No, that's something in here that I don't have. But like, Respawn, Titanfall developer, is working on a third-person action game. It's rumored to be a Darth Maul game. Which I would totally play.
So would I.
Because Darth Maul's the best thing to come out of the prequels. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah, his 3 scenes. He was in 3 scenes, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe 4 scenes. 2. I think he said 2 words.
Yeah.
Best thing that came out of 3 movies. That's sad. But he was awesome.
Real sad. Yeah, I just want to see what happens, like what the Rebels are doing outside of Han, Luke, and Leia, because things are happening. Yeah,
they could always do. You know how like Force Unleashed took place between 3 and 4.
Yeah.
They could do something that takes place between 6 and 7. That'd be cool. Like
that would be cool.
Like what happened?
How did Leia come into command of the Rebels? We didn't really get
like how that's like. Yeah. Like how this new rebellion started. Like. Yeah. Why didn't when they took down the Empire? Why didn't like it didn't? Doesn't seem like things have really changed for the.
Yeah, I don't like. How did like? I don't know. There's so many questions.
Order
how did the First Order become the First Order? Like, why are there still stormtroopers and like? Because we know like the Empire they didn't all just live on the Death Star. Like they're the whole galaxy. Right. So what happened to all the Imperials outside of the Death Star after they blew it up in Jedi?
Right. So you could I wouldn't mind seeing that, something like kind of how Force Unleashed took like place in between.
Yeah.
Which I thought was cool. I know a lot of people. I still like the first. I still enjoyed that game.
Yeah.
But I'd like to see that.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Sticking with EA, reports have come out saying that EA had originally rejected DICE's pitch for Battlefield 1, saying that trench warfare can't be fun to play. EA obviously changed their mind as the trailer has become EA's highest liked trailer ever.
They probably watched our podcast.
Probably.
It's probably changed their mind.
Smart.
Because I think we've been saying this for a while, that these guys should go back.
Yeah.
To old, so.
Yeah,
we know what the people want.
Obviously.
EA clearly does not.
Right. CodFanFF asks, is Battlefield taking a big risk with World War I setting and releasing alongside Titanfall?
I think we answered this like a week
I think we answered it for the most part last week.
I said no because they're so different that you're not going to take away from.
I almost think
if you're into old school shooter, if you're into like World War I, World War II, you're getting Battlefield 1.
Yeah,
you're getting it.
Plus, there's so many shooters coming out next year, and like we're so involved in shooters that are out already. Like you look at Call of Duty, you look Gears is coming out, which is going to take a lot of our time. We're going to be neck deep into that Destiny expansion when it comes out. Maybe something will happen with the Division. Like, there's all these games that will divide our time.
We are talking about that, right?
Maybe the Division.
Yes, we are. All right.
But, I kind of think Titanfall would be the game that's in trouble out of all these. I think they need to move Titanfall out and push it to, like, March. Let it shine in the spring when there's nothing to play.
I actually agree because like Titanfall is the one that's like in line with everything else. Everything else is futuristic sci-fi right now.
Yeah.
So I think Battlefield's the one that's like probably the safest.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I kind of hope that DICE does right by the trench warfare type stuff for World War One.
If it's what I think it's going to be,
really
I will.
interesting.
And I'm not even a big Battlefield guy. I will get that game because that's how much I like the old school.
Yeah.
Of course, I have to get Call of Duty just so I can get the Modern Warfare. I don't give a shit about Infinite Warfare. I can not give two shits about that game.
Yeah, we were actually talking about that at work today. Everybody at work today that plays games, which is a lot, they all said, well, I would rather buy Modern Warfare, but they're not selling it separately.
I think they will.
I bet you if sales are really down on Infinite Warfare, 4 to 6 months later, they will have Modern Warfare.
I guarantee they will release Modern Warfare.
I wouldn't. Yeah.
Maybe just digital. I don't know if it's gonna be like this digital or something.
Yeah.
But that's all I want. I don't want Infinite Warfare. Because like, if you get them both, which one you popping in first?
Yeah, Modern Warfare.
Modern Warfare.
Duh. I don't know. I mean, I haven't been a big Call of Duty guy in a long time, and like Infinite Warfare is not going to change my mind.
No.
Anyways, moving away from EA, Brian, you like Tetris, right?
Not this much.
But you love Tetris, right? You would love to see a Tetris movie, right? How about 3 of them?
I don't even want to see one of them.
Well, guess what? The Tetris movie, which was announced last year, is now an epic sci-fi trilogy. The set of movies will be a sci-fi thriller series and will have a cool surprise for fans of the game. What does that even mean?
I don't like. What is this movie gonna be about?
Like, are there spaceships just like Tetris blocks or something? Are they gonna be like? Is it gonna be like the Power Rangers Megazord, where all the pieces come together to form a giant robot?
I'm not seeing this. I don't even know what to say about this.
Oh my gosh. Samantha says, I love me some Tetris, but seriously, I have a hard time wrapping my head around one movie, let alone 3.
I agree with Samantha. I don't know what plots you're gonna have for 3 fucking Tetris movies, let alone one. Like she nailed it. Like seriously,
man, I don't know, dude. They're really stretching.
They're stretching.
It's a big stretch.
There isn't much to comment on this. There isn't like a trailer out or anything on the first one, right?
No.
Like, I don't even know. I haven't been following it.
No, there's some like photoshopped images out there of just like Tetris pieces blowing up Earth. Like it's like
that is dumb.
Yeah,
that is a stretch.
But sticking with video game movies, one that kind of looks kind of promising.
Yeah, it does. To be honest with you.
Assassin's Creed. Did you watch the trailer?
I have, yeah.
It was okay. It's different. It kind of is like kind of reminds me of The Matrix a little bit. Where like it has like that blue filmy effect on the now, and then in the past it has like the brownish tones to it. Where like
Matrix had the green.
Yeah.
In the Matrix.
Yeah. I don't know.
I did thought it was cool watching it, and you could tell that like the iconic moments in the game, like the jumping off.
Yeah, the trailer ends with
the Eagle's watch or whatever, and the hidden blade and the fast climbing up like a building.
I mean,
so like it's cool that they like have the iconic stuff from the game. I think that's cool. Mm-hmm. I'm actually gonna give it a shot.
I mean, like it's not one of those video game movies where like, say Prince of Persia, where they license out the Prince of Persia name to Disney and then they just made it whatever movie they wanted. Like Ubisoft created a movie studio just for this movie, and like Splinter Cell and hopefully a sequel to this movie.
It seems like they're following with like through with like how the game kind of went, like the Apple of Eden, right? Isn't like they have that stuff in there, the Animus. The Animus.
Yeah.
Even though, like, in the one that you showed me, it's a little different.
Yeah, it's like this big, weird robotic claw coming in.
But that's still fine. Like, I'm cool with that. And he has, I think his name is Desmond Miles.
There's no characters from the games in this movie.
I swear I heard the last name Miles in it.
I mean, it might be. I don't know what his name is. I just know they said that there won't be any characters appearing from the game in this movie.
Maybe that was just my subconscious thinking that
maybe you're just hoping.
Miles. That would be sweet, but...
I mean, in this movie looks kind of promising. I mean, Michael Fassbender's a great actor.
Yes, he is.
And
that's the one thing. Yeah, they don't have any. Well, Jeremy Irons is in it.
Yeah.
Like he's good. I don't.
Yeah, and like the director has won like Oscars and stuff, I think. So like I really think this might be one of the first good video game movies. Like one that has a good reputation, not like, oh, Tomb Raider was okay, but it was like really dumb, you know, one of those things.
I still like the Resident Evil ones.
Yeah. Yeah, but are those great movies? No. But I don't know.
I mean, what do you mean by great movie? Like, do I enjoy watching it? Yes. To me,
yeah,
that's
but
a
I
great
mean,
movie.
like it's not like a critically acclaimed video game series.
They're not good. I mean, this one, I guess, okay. If you're saying this is gonna be like the first one that could get like the critics behind it, it's possible, especially.
That's
with
what I'm
the cast.
saying.
But like
Like,
Resident Evil had a good cast.
I've enjoyed video game movies before. Like I like the first couple Resident Evil movies.
Yeah, the first couple.
I liked.
The first
I mean, when I was a kid, I liked that first Tomb Raider movie. I just been because Angelina Jolie, but like.
Yeah, I don't think I ever liked the Tomb Raider movies.
But like Prince of Persia was bad, and like I don't know, Super Mario Brothers, that was a piece of work.
What about Hitman? Do you like the Hitman?
The first one was
with
great.
With Timothy
Oliphant. Yeah, it was great.
I like that one. I didn't see the second one, but I actually did like the first one. I thought that one was good.
Yeah, I really like that one. Sticking with movies, Harley Quinn is getting her own spin-off movie from Suicide Squad.
I'm not surprised.
There's not really any details except for Margot Robbie will star in the anti-hero film.
I thought I heard something about being like a lot of like female villains, maybe. I don't know.
We'll see. Batman v Superman didn't do so hot, and Warner Brothers is really trying to course correct before Suicide Squad comes out. You see all those like executive changes and stuff.
Yeah.
Where like
they're in trouble.
Ben Affleck is like executive producer, and Jeff Johns is like taking over the head of the DC movie slate instead of Zack Snyder, and rumors are they're looking for a new director for Justice League movies, and it's just.
I haven't even seen Batman Superman yet.
So. I haven't either.
Not after what I heard. I just heard such bad things about it.
Which is weird because like Cameron like loved that movie. He absolutely loved that movie. But it's no Deadpool.
No, Deadpool was awesome.
No Civil War.
Still haven't seen it.
I saw it again.
But I imagine it's good.
It is. It was really good. Last movie thing before we move on to the game
stuff. A lot about movies.
I know. There was no game news because E3 is in like 4 weeks.
I know. I'm excited.
So we'll have a lot to talk about then.
Yeah, we will.
Transformers 5 officially has a title, like anybody cares.
No.
Transformers Last Night.
Does this mean it's the last one?
No, dude. They have Transformers 6, 7, and 8 plus spin-off movies.
It's just it's just such a shame.
Just
I really enjoyed the first one.
I did too.
Second one,
it's garbage.
I think
second one's garbage.
Was already when I was like, I think I've had enough Transformers. That first one was awesome.
The only thing good about the third movie was like the animation of the last scene.
With the dinosaur?
No, the third movie.
Which one was the dinosaur?
The fourth movie. The Age of Extinction, or the one with Mark Wahlberg in it.
That had the dinosaur?
Yeah.
And they all just fucking blend.
That's true. Robots fight, blow up stuff.
They destroy a city, and the good guys win.
Yeah. Mark Wahlberg will reprise his role as Cade Yeager. What a dumb name.
That is a terrible name.
What a dumb name. Come on, Michael Bay, you're better than that. No,
every time I hear Yeager, I just think of what was that movie with the giant Jaegers that fight the monsters?
Pacific Rim.
That movie was. I liked Pacific Rim.
Dude, Pacific Rim was
Pacific
awesome.
Rim. I
can't wait for the sequel.
I loved Pacific Rim. I thought that was like one of the biggest surprises. It was really good. It was really good.
It was really good.
But every time I hear Jaeger, I just think one of those things. Isn't that what they were called?
I think so. Yeah. And returning to the franchise is Josh Duhamel, who reprises his role as Lieutenant Lennox, meaning the movie will have a more military feel.
I don't care.
I don't care either. As long as Tyrese Gibson's back.
Still don't care.
He's funny.
I won't be seeing this.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not gonna waste
I'll
my
just
money to see
wait,
it.
because they show those damn movies on TV all the time.
Dude, Age of Extinction is on TV all the time.
All the time. So
all the time.
Just give it a year or two, and you'll be seeing this on TV. I wouldn't waste your money.
Yeah. All right, back to games.
Thank you.
Good news. Hideo Kojima's new logo has a secret.
That's what I keep hearing.
It has a full body to go with that helmet.
I've only seen. Yeah, I've said that. Has anyone seen the body? I've only seen the helmet.
Yeah, they released it yesterday, I think.
Oh, did they?
Kojima Productions has released full images of the studio's new icon, and Kojima's new game also is coming along. As he himself has said, if you like Uncharted and The Division, you should fall well into this game. The genre is action.
I don't like how he just compared it to The Division, though, because I don't like The Division right now.
Yeah, well, the shooting's good.
Yeah.
Just the shooting mechanics are good.
Yeah.
I think that's what he's talking about. Sorry, Kojima. If you're making a game like The Division, we have to skip
If it's as crappy as The Division.
Oh
like, the Division had so much potential and, should have been good. Should have been awesome.
I know.
But it's not. It's really boring.
There might be hope coming to it, though.
Yeah.
Are you ready for this? New missions are coming to The Division
That shit.
in the 1.2 update, along with the new incursion, Clear Sky. Did they release that second one yet? This is the third one. Did they ever release that second one yet?
No, there's only one incursion. I thought this was the second one.
The Broken Circle is the second one.
I don't know. They might have changed the name.
Maybe. Ubisoft has come out with a weirdly worded statement announcing that the game has 9.5 registered users, which is pretty good. But it also says its active user base averages 3 hours a day in the game. No number was given for what they consider an active user base.
That's worded very vaguely.
Yeah.
To make it sound like it's doing well, and I think it's not.
Yeah, I think Ubisoft knows.
Because I remember when like Destiny came out with those kind of numbers, and they were like surprisingly very good.
Mm-hmm.
3 hours a day, that seems like a lot.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Destiny's was that, but Destiny like announced its active user base, and it was huge.
Yeah, Destiny's like they have like 30 million registered users.
What are you doing in that game for 3 hours? Are you running Dark Zone for 3 hours?
Maybe they just keep playing the campaign with new characters.
3 hours? What are you doing? I get bored in like 45 minutes. I'm like, I am done. Because really at this point, what are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know.
You're probably running Dark Zone.
Probably.
I mean, you're not gonna keep running the incursion.
I mean, if you have I guess if you have a squad to run.
If you have a good squad, it could be fun.
Michael asks, do you think Ubisoft knows they screwed up?
Yeah.
How do you think this will affect future DLC and a possible sequel?
I don't know if there's gonna be a sequel.
Honestly, I think this is like a fast track sequel situation.
Really?
Yeah, I kind of feel like they know they screwed up, and like they're gonna push this DLC out for the rest of the year, and probably next year they will announce a sequel and say, "Look, we know we messed up. Here's the game that you want." It's an Assassin's Creed situation, I think, where like they got the mechanics down, they got like the world down.
Yeah, and then the second game was awesome.
Yeah,
the first one was terrible.
Yeah, and the second
first
game,
Assassin's Creed game was awful.
Mm-hmm. Which, don't get me wrong, I love the mechanics in the Division. I like how everything works. There's just not enough to do, and their incursions are like...
It's very boring. The incursions are boring. The Dark Zone gets boring.
Yeah.
Like, everyone who's running in the Dark Zone, and you're trying to level up, what are you doing? You're pretty much running the same route, right?
Right.
Like, everyone has a route that they've pretty much done, plotted if you're playing a lot. So basically, you're running in a fucking circle, which is basically what it is. It's just a giant circle for 3 hours, killing the same NPCs, looking for like people, like rogues to kill and stuff, but... I mean, even that gets boring.
Yeah.
But, if I have to kill that flamethrower guy in the subway one more time, I'll throw my damn controller through the wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, and they are fixing the drop system, which is the biggest problem. Like, you kill the guy and you already know it's just whatever the fuck he drops, you're just going to get rid of it anyways. It's just crafting materials. So it's sweet that they're fixing that. Because that's one of the things they really fucked up is the drop system.
Right.
Have you ever gotten something dropped to you that you actually are still using?
No. And like which is the thing, because I started running. I haven't played nearly as much as you have, and I'm still dismantling stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's because everything, it's still, like, they nerfed the shit out of crafting because they're like, oh, well, you know, we don't want crafting to be the main source of your gear.
Right.
It's still the fucking main source of my gear. Now, except for, like, the incursion gear sets.
Right.
And stuff like that. But it's just, that game is screwed up.
Yeah.
So much that I've gone back to Destiny.
Yeah.
And Doom.
Yeah. Dude. Doom is...
It's cool. It's fun.
I really want Doom.
It's a lot of fun.
Anybody out there who's rich, send me a copy so I don't have to buy it. Or not.
That seems legit.
I'll just buy it. We're going to move on to questions. We have a couple. Some of them aren't really game related, but that's okay.
They don't need to be.
Travis asks, has Destiny changed the way you look at purchasing a game? In a shorter game like Uncharted or Doom, is it worth the same $60 as Destiny?
See, this is a good question.
It is a good question.
And there's just so many different ways to look at it. Like, he's asking because, you know, dollar spent versus time played is how I'm trying to look at it, you know?
Yeah.
And for dollar spent versus time played with Destiny, I definitely got my money's worth.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's what he's saying. Like, is a game like Destiny that you can just continue to play for years. I've been playing the same game. I don't, you know, and they're releasing different content. So it's not like I am playing the same stuff. Like, it is different. And then, I mean, like, Doom, I don't think that's completely fair to put in there. Like, I think that will have DLC. And, like, anytime it has multiplayer, there's always where you can, like, you know, that replay. That's what you want with certain games. Now, with games like Uncharted, I'm going to say, like, The Last of Us, The Order. We can even, like, The Order clearly shouldn't have been, like, that was a ripoff.
Plus, The Order shouldn't be put in the same category as, like, Uncharted.
So now that games like Destiny and The Division have come out, games that are like single player with a story, like, those are still viable $60 games, and that's where it gets like fishy. Like, okay, you know, Uncharted, should that not be $60? I
mean, this is where it gets weird, because, like, Uncharted is a basic, like, it's a linear story based game with hardly any upgradable paths for $60, and you get maybe 12 to 15 hours out of the story, and maybe you'll dip into multiplayer once or twice, you know, unless you're like super into it.
Yeah.
And that's $60. Or you look at Destiny, which, let's say after the Taken King came out, you can get all that content for $60.
Dude, I know.
And, like, there's so much to do. You build your character, you upgrade, you have upgrade trees, you have hundreds of weapons to go through, you have different roles on weapons, you have different loadouts you need to use for the raid. You have the raids, you have the strikes, you have multiplayer, you have Prison of Elders. There's so much content wrapped in the $60 package that, like, it starts to make you wonder if, like, maybe Uncharted should be $40.
I mean, it has made me change the way that I buy my games.
Yeah.
I mean, so Travis is right. I guess, you know, I have changed the way, because before, like, a game like now, like Gears of War, I'm still gonna buy Gears.
Oh yeah.
Because that's a game that I want to own mostly for the multiplayer. But now you're looking like Uncharted, I probably will not buy.
Yeah.
Because in my opinion, a game that I'm only going to play through one time. So I'm not going to play it just once, but, you know, I don't know how many sittings it would take me to beat that game.
Right.
But I probably won't ever touch it again.
Right. And that's the situation, is, like, do you red box it? Do you borrow it from a friend?
Gamefly. I mean, there are still video stores around here.
Yeah.
Like, I have Family Video right down the street. So
yeah.
Those are games, like, I rented The Order. And I enjoyed it. Like, I had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
But I would have been pissed if I was spending $60.
That's the game where I started looking at games differently.
That's the game where I started.
Because, like,
it wasn't Destiny. It was The Order.
I bought The Order.
I'm sorry.
Around the same time I started getting back into Destiny. And I played through The Order once, and it took me maybe 6 hours. Maybe. And then I sat and looked at Destiny. And I'm like, man, this is totally not worth the $60. Fun game, a cool experience. Probably should have been like $20, honestly.
Yeah, I'm starting
beautiful
to think
game.
that maybe games that
I think
like this should drop 50, 45 bucks.
And that's where we get into the like going digital. Like, will that make games cheaper in the long run?
But then here's like the thing, like when you make a game like Uncharted and it looks beautiful and it's like it's a big game series for the PlayStation, and you're not going to make your money back. They're not going to make it as beautiful and as good.
Right.
So you're paying for what you get. So then when it's a game like Uncharted and all of a sudden it doesn't look as good as it does now, the gameplay mechanics aren't as good as they are now, but it's still the same length of time.
Right.
Would you rather pay $45 for an Uncharted game that looks like it should be running on like the PlayStation 2? I'm not saying it's going to be that bad, but you get
right.
Or would you rather pay $60 for
But then you look
like this.
But then you look at a game like The Last of Us. Like, that experience in itself,
that was worth it.
That's worth the $60. So like, I guess it's kind of an opinion of taste, where like, because like Gears of War is definitely going to be worth $60.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to play the crap out of the multiplayer.
I would pay $60 for yours. But would you pay $60 for only the campaign of Gears of War?
No.
Me neither.
No. I think the campaign, like, I kind of think the campaign is probably about 2/3 of the Gears of War experience, because I feel like they do put a lot of work into that campaign.
I think their campaign is great.
I think playing a co-op campaign is a lot more fun than playing it single player. I think you need to play co-op through the campaign. Yeah,
so do I. I agree.
But like that multiplayer, the way it's evolved since 1 has gotten so good.
Yeah.
That like you can't not play it. It's so good.
That's why I think almost the multiplayer is half. I think it's 50-50 now, if not even more multiplayer.
But then you look at
I'm getting it for the multiplayer.
You look at a game like Call of Duty. When do you think they're going to start experimenting with splitting the campaign from the multiplayer, where you just buy the multiplayer?
I think they need to do that.
Because like,
I really do.
Like 2 months ago on Steam, they did that. They sold the multiplayer only for $15 for Black Ops 3.
That's genius.
And like, it was the highest. It was like the highest selling thing on Steam that month.
I'm not surprised. And we've been saying this for a while.
I know. We've been saying this since like
that they should split.
Since like Modern Warfare 3, I think.
Yeah, we've been saying that for a long time, that they should split it. But like Uncharted, I'm okay with that game being $60.
Yeah.
But
I mean, and there's a lot of people that really like the multiplayer.
Who's going to be the guy that decides? Who's the guy that's like, that game kind of shitty, 45?
Yeah.
Like,
but then
I don't know who decides that, because no company is going to sit there and be like, well, our game sucks, so we're going to make it $45. Now, if other games like Uncharted are still 60, you're already putting a game out there and you're saying, my game's not as good. It's $45. It's not as good. Now, didn't like a football game do that?
Yeah, in NFL 2K5, when it came out against Madden, it came out for $20.
They're already telling you, our game's not as good. Our game is clearly not as good.
Yeah.
So we're going to cut the price.
Yeah.
And I think Madden still outsold it.
But at the same time, like Nintendo did that a lot this generation, where like they would sell games for $40 and $50 instead of $60, and like they sold well. Like Captain Toad was $40.
That game, and well worth it. But okay, yeah, I mean that's true.
I mean, but it was only a campaign.
I feel like Nintendo can get away with it for some reason, because like they're so
Nintendo's the company that I feel like they're so proud of themselves that they wouldn't do that. And they did it.
Because Captain Toad was cheaper, and I bought it because it was. And it turned out to be a great game.
New Super Mario Brothers was $50.
But it's not like there was a
Donkey Kong Country was $50.
There wasn't a lot to Captain Toad. I mean,
no.
Like, a game like that, and like you can't compare Captain Toad to Uncharted.
No, but then you start looking at what Nintendo did was like,
all Captain Toad is a bunch of puzzles.
Wind Waker HD was $50. New Super Mario Brothers U was $50. Bayonetta 1 and 2 package was $60. You got 2 games in that.
Yeah.
Did I say Donkey Kong already?
I don't think so.
Was $50 when it came out. Pikmin 3 was $50 when it came out. Like they started lowering their prices because like I feel like they're trying to experiment with models. Now you look at the 3DS games where like, yeah, you can go buy this game for $40, but you can download it off the eShop for $20. Right. Or they're experimenting with little indie games that are like anywhere between $5 and $15. You know?
Yeah.
I feel like the one thing Nintendo did right this generation was like experiment with price points.
Which I think they need consoles, like PlayStation, Xbox, They need to do that more. They need to experiment with some different pricing.
Mm-hmm. And they've started to a little bit with like their summer flash sales and stuff.
I mean, like I even noticed that if I would have pre-ordered Doom on digital, I ended up buying a copy.
Mm-hmm.
I could have pre-ordered it, I think, for like 50 or 55. Now I know.
Well, with PlayStation Plus, it was like 52. I
yeah,
think.
that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, and yeah, maybe like $8 doesn't seem like a lot, but that's a step in the right direction. That,
yeah,
like,
and if you buy like 5 or 6
$50,
games at like $52, let's say that, you're basically getting a game for free.
Yeah.
Because you're saving that $8. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I feel like games need to start experimenting with price points. But then again, like that $60 might be worth it to an Uncharted fan.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know like who was gonna decide like what games. I mean like. There's some clear cut ones like The Order. They should have just been like, dude, there's really just not a lot here.
Yeah.
That game should have came out brand new, $45.
Mm-hmm. I would even go cheaper than that. I would say $39.99. They've done that before. Ratchet and Clank came out for $40,
that's
and
killing it.
And it's the best selling PlayStation game. It's
killing it. I mean, like that was genius. So like you are seeing it more.
Yeah.
Like I know it's not enough to. Like, obviously, we would love every game to be $40.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen. Because we've been buying games for $60 for so long and they're selling well. Yeah. But we are starting to see it. Mm-hmm. And I think it is because of games like Destiny and The Division. They're just like, holy shit, look at the content this has for the same price that we're only putting out a linear game. And, I mean, it's still a great game, worth playing, but...
yeah. It's almost like the remaster situation where, like, nobody really wants remasters until, like, you see the one that you really want.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, if they remastered Skyrim,
so I guess
I
it's
would buy that for $60.
Long story short, I guess it's just like a game preference. Like if you love that series, then that $60 can go towards that game, and you'll love it. Like, yeah. And you can be a part of the conversation because that's part of the thing too, where like you buy a game to be a part of that conversation. Also.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's a good way to look at it.
So we're gonna move on to our next question. Ray asks, "How many hats do you own?"
How many hats do you own?
I used to own a lot, and then
I don't own any hats like that.
And then my apartment burned down, and I lost a lot. But then I got a lot back.
I don't own a single hat like that.
I probably own like 17 or 18 hats.
I think I own.
I don't hardly wear any of them anymore though, because my head's getting bigger and they're all kind of small.
I don't know. I think I own 10 or 12 beanies.
Yeah.
But I like that black one the best that I always wear. Mm-hmm. But I have a bunch of different colored stuff, but I don't wear hats like that.
Mm-hmm. I wear hats because I'm losing my hair. Just gonna throw that out there.
I don't know. Those hats look weird on my head, and I always liked wearing hats, and like those look fucking weird. I don't know. I have like a tiny ass head.
Yeah.
And all my friends always wear baseball caps, so I'm just like, fuck it, I'm gonna wear beanies. I'm gonna have my own thing. So I started wearing, I don't know, 6-7 years ago or some shit. Mm-hmm. Just been wearing them since.
Yeah. Rick Cars asks, "How can we be as especially cool as you guys? I expect a detailed answer on the podcast."
Cool like us? Mm-hmm. Are we cool? I don't know.
Yeah, we're cool, I guess.
Grow a beard. He's trying.
I just shaved like 3 days ago, man.
Got some style.
I just shaved 3 days ago. It's looking good.
I don't know, just do what you love, man.
Yeah. We just kind of talk about whatever we want.
Just be around good people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've been friends for
almost 30 years.
Almost 30. We've been friends for like 29 years. Been a long time.
God, dude, I'm gonna be 30 this year.
I'm gonna be 29, and so we've been friends for a long time, and games have always.
It's kind of our connecting
point.
That's
been our thing. I don't know. We've always played games together. It's always been our thing.
Yeah.
And it's just cool talking about it, and that people listen.
Yeah.
I don't know if everyone would say that we're cool, but we also don't care. Yeah. So I think that plays a big part into it. That just be comfortable with yourself.
Yeah.
Who you are.
I think we're cool.
I mean, I'm like where I work at. They all know that I'm just like this giant nerd and that I love this shit. Mm-hmm. And
that's kind of where I'm at work.
Yeah, I mean, it's commonly known that this is my thing.
I don't honestly like. I don't really care what people think
No,
about us
no.
at all. Like,
this is such a great time. This is such a great time to be a nerd that
I know.
I mean, and you just see we're coming out like cockroaches. We are everywhere.
I know.
That because we've been. I'm
It's
not saying that we've been hidden, but it wasn't as socially acceptable to be this gigantic nerd.
It's like that beginning scene in 21 Jump Street where like all the jocks are beating up the nerds, and like
I never got beat up.
Well, I mean, like they're picking on the nerds, and like now it's cool to be a nerd kind of thing almost.
Well, you know what's weird is like when we were in high school, like we weren't like I'm this giant nerd, like because we both played sports,
right?
So we got away with like, oh, we're jocks and blah blah blah, but like secretly we were the biggest nerds in the world, and like so when we were out in the public eye, we play sports, blah blah blah, but then we would go hang out with each other, and we'd be drinking Mountain Dew and playing video games, like we weren't going to these giant parties.
After warming that bench on the basketball team, we just go over to each other's house.
After warming that bench, it was like, well, I didn't sweat, so
we want to play games.
We want to play some games. So.
Yep. But yeah, just kind of do what you love. That's what makes you cool. I mean,
I think so. People can tell when you're passionate about something and you like something. Mm-hmm. Video games are a great thing to like.
They are,
especially now. I mean,
it's a good time.
They are taking over.
I know. Anything else you want to touch on before I want to see more Doom?
Yeah, I'm gonna play some Doom, play some Destiny, I guess.
Yeah.
I need to get my guy higher level.
Yeah.
I'm only like 325 right now.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm only like 322 on PlayStation. But I got my Xbox guy up to like 333 though.
Yeah.
That artifact, man.
I don't know what's holding me back. I don't know. I'm like getting there. Like I'm getting higher shit now that I'm everything I'm getting is like 329 and stuff. My weapons are kind of holding me back.
Yeah.
I get armor all the time though, but I just can't seem to get it.
Oh, I forgot I had that sweet auto rifle for Crucible. The Suros one.
Oh yeah.
I
just can only like the only thing that I can really like that I'm really like good with where I'll go like well above one is the multi-tool. Every time I bust something else out, I'm going like one or like just like right around one, either below or above with like a shit ton of assists. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But then when I run the multi-tool, I'll be like 1.5 or something like that. So
yeah. All right, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you so much for listening to the DNA Gamescast.
All right.
Yep.
It just sounds weird.
Yeah, it does. It sounds weird. We'll get used to it though. If you're watching the video, I hope you enjoyed what we're trying to do. It's going to be an experiment for a little bit, trying to figure out the range and how close we are to the camera and whatever. But
you're going to just have to work with us.
Yeah, it'll be a couple weeks before we perfect it. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. You know where to find us. And until next week.
Later, nerds.